Now, before I get into anything else, I want to make sure that I make this clear first. The fact that I completely understand and I'm aware that there are far more hardships, difficulties, and trauma that I could ever imagine in a family and growing up. And still coming out stronger and way more better spoken than I would have ever been compared to my experiences. Because I'm scared mid video, mid project, mid open letter, mid monologue, whatever you want to call this. Because I don't want to come off the wrong way, but I'm already reconsidering and overthinking the interpretations or the just rubbing people off the wrong way with this. And I can only control so much of that. So just to ease my own mind and just to put my own initiative and efforts into reassuring that I know my place and I know that I'm not special in any way. I'm not above anyone. I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I'm just my own person to the next, and I'm just sharing what my side of the story of my own insecurities, my own weaknesses and endurance and areas that I fall short in. Okay. And thank you very much if you're still here and supporting and trying to understand. Now, how does this relate to me personally? Well, I struggle with conflict and resolution. And I say that because me and my family butt heads a lot. And when we clash, it's a lot has to do with our differences or just our lack of understanding from where we're coming from and our individual stubbornness. And so it's just hard to come together and talk it out level-headed and then clear it up that way. But instead, it's more so I have to, or just someone has to, just let it go or just submit. And it's just hard because there could be a number of things that's tied into this one problem. There's a lot of stresses from work and stuff like that. Things come up, and sometimes it's just more so hard to identify and separate your emotions and feelings and coming to a more level-minded state. And so it's just difficult overall to just tackle it. together. Um, and I guess my problem here is I'm scared. You can call me crybaby, you can call me a child, you can call me immature, you can call me all of that. Because I admit I am all of those things because, I wish that I could be more open and be myself around my family without being so scared about what I have to say and do and just being me and going about my own way. Not to clap back or to talk back or to fight or anything, but just to be myself in the same room instead of being afraid to be okay next to them. I'm even anxious to spark up or just casually talk with them because I get fired or things don't go well when I do that either, even without, any heat at the root of it. It just leads there. Or, I can't speak for them, and I know it's probably just as hard on their side, if not harder compared to me. But, I try to reason and explain, and it just doesn't go well, even though I know that it's not gonna get anywhere, or at least try to be engaged. And then also just listening to what they have to say, and just allowing them to express themselves fully. But even then, it still doesn't go well. So I'm just always on guard on what I'm gonna say or do. And that's not to say I'm trying to be spiteful or throw my family or myself under the bus. I'm just looking at things from an overview. I just wish that there was room, or I wish that I could have the liberty to reason or explain without being cut short, without being brushed off or denied right away. And so I don't know, we can't have everything we want. And I know that, well, I love my parents and my family, and I know that they love me back too in the best way they know. And they're just doing the best they can, so I can't be mad at that. But it's just this affects me outside of home too, so I'm just trying to figure it out. I guess I've just been a softer person from the get-go, just looking at more confrontational settings, at home or outside of home. It doesn't matter. I'm still kind of shaking on the inside. I'm not firm on what I say or stand for. And even if I do my research on something and or it's just something personal and I'm sure of it, I can still be swayed, or I'll second guess myself. And like I hate being a pushover like that, because it's disgenuine. It's not doing any good for anyone, especially myself, because I should be I should value myself at least a little bit and have some backbone. And like, of course, I've been going through things throughout the years and have grown a bit, but I'm still relatively weak in that aspect.